Hey, it's your girl Beverly, and I'm back with another episode of my video podcast, Slow Your Roll, Girlfriend. Today, I want to dig just a little bit deeper into the whole deferment versus forbearance plans when it comes to your mortgage. So, what you need to be aware of is that a forbearance plan allows you to temporarily stop making payments during the forbearance period, which can be anywhere from 3 to 6 months. A deferment means many times that you are forgiven for any mortgage payments. So if you owe $900 in mortgage payments on a deferment and you get a 3 month deferment period, that means that for the next 3 months, you will not have to pay $900 a month. A forbearance plan temporarily stops those payments. However, at the end of the forbearance period, all of the money that you owed will become due. So, if you owe $900 a month in mortgage, at the end of the 3 month period, you will owe $2,700. That is what forbearance does. Now, and I'm not a financial expert by any stretch of the imagination. So, you can take what I say with a grain of salt and keep it moving. But what I would say is if the forbearance plan is all you have, then try to at least make some partial payments. So let's use this as an example. So let's say you do owe $900, but you can't pay $900 because of the times we're in, but you can pay $500. So if you pay $500 a month, that means at the end of your 3 month period, instead of owing the full $2,700, now you only owe $1,200. So while $1,200 still seems like a lot of money, at the end of the forbearance period, I'd rather be staring at $1,200 versus $2,700. But here's the other part of this, too. Once that forbearance period is up and the money comes due, you can ask for a repayment plan. And basically, what this does is your mortgage company will set up a plan that allows you to make monthly installments. So you owe $1,200, so perhaps they will add another, $200 onto your mortgage every month until that $1,200 is paid off. I don't know how they actually calculate that. That would be something you really would have to discuss with your mortgage company. The other thing you could do is if you don't pay your full amount or you don't pay anything at all, is at the end of the forbearance period, you could ask for something called a loan modification. And what that does is it just restructures your loan, and it's probably going to increase your interest rate, and it's probably going to extend the period of the loan. But if that is something that can work for you, by all means, I would say, take advantage of that because once again, we're living in, some financially troubling times and, we got to make ends meet and we got to do it the best we can. Now, as I said in a previous podcast, you want to know what type of mortgage you have because if you have a federally backed mortgage like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the FHA loan, that's HUD, or if you have the VA loan, or the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture loan, those loans don't qualify for deferments. They are federally backed and they do not qualify, at least not with my mortgage lender. Maybe they qualify with your mortgage lender, but they don't qualify with mine. So I could not get a deferment even if I tried just because I have a federally backed mortgage loan. Will the forbearance plan negatively affect your credit? The answer, according to my mortgage lender, is no. Even if you are late, they will not report your lateness to the credit bureau. They will not indicate, may indicate that you're a part of a forbearance plan or a deferment, but they are not going to, put anything negative on your credit report that would, cause you to be impacted negatively on any other credit that you would try to get. All right, so I just wanted to kind of give you more clarity on the difference between a deferment and a forbearance plan and what you really should do to get it. Now, my forbearance plan is 3 months, so May, June, and July. And I'm going to do everything I can to pay the full amount because I just can't imagine staring at $3,000+ at the end of the forbearance period, coming due. So I'm definitely going to make every effort to do that. One more thing I want to add here. If your mortgage is currently set up on auto draft, where they just automatically take it out at the same time of the month, go in and suspend that. Because here's the thing. If you keep it on auto draft and you're in forbearance or deferment, and then they go and they pull that money out or they attempt to pull that money out, and either number one, you don't have the amount that you need to have covered for the mortgage, or number two, they take the money that you were planning to use to do something else with, then you're still, what do they call it, up the creek without a paddle. So go in and make sure you make that change so that you can control when you are going to make that payment. And if you have any questions about, forbearance or your mortgage or anything else, by all means, please contact your lender. And I know the whole times are crazy these days because everybody and the grandmother and grandfather are calling. But this is where you're going to really have to exercise some patience. If you want answers, you're going to have to just chill a little bit. Find some, listen to some music or something while you're waiting. Find something to, entertain yourself while you're waiting so that when you finally get on the phone with a representative, your frustration level won't be so high. Because, I know me. If I've been on hold longer than 2 minutes, it's off the chain with the representative because why did I have to be on hold so long? I got other things to do. What are you all doing over there? No, that's not how you want to play it. You definitely want to exercise some patience when you are trying to resolve your mortgage issues. And one other thing, um, in my mortgage bill, I got my escrow statement, which says that I am now going to have to pay an additional $120 on top of what I'm already paying starting in June, which is right in the mix of my forbearance period. Now, you have to decide how you're going to handle that. I mean, I thought, well, yeah, okay, I can possibly swing $1,000, maybe close to $1,000. But now you're talking about I got to look at $1,200 a month, and I'm thinking that's a lot. So you want to make sure you're reading everything, all the mail that comes in about your mortgage. Read it all. Don't let any stone go unturned because it could hurt you even more financially down the road. Okay, that's it. I hope you understand. Remember, call your mortgage company. Remember, deferment means that you don't have to pay. They're going to forgive you. The forbearance means they are going to temporarily suspend your payments. But, at the end of the forbearance, you still are going to have to pay. And if you have any other further questions, please contact your lender. And once again, I'm just sharing this information with you to help you stay empowered along your journey.